Alright, doing a bunch of blasting right back there. Getting nice and hot in here. It's 80 degrees now, a couple hours blasting time. So, this stuff here is all mine. Got on my motor I bought. This stuff I don't know. This is his motor. The biggest way I can tell is this has a lot of new parts in it. This has a 75 to 76 shift shaft in it. And this one has a 72 style shift shaft, which is 74 on back. That's been modified for crappy shifters, so this is one out of his book. So these are his parts. These are his cams, his lifter blocks, his lifters. These are his lifters, which are used. Not used up yet, but used. All this stuff is there. These are his cams. They got some rust on the shaft, which are not good. Same problem I got on mine. These gears are probably his. It only looks like one set in here. A couple extra ones here though. A couple extra ones mixed in, but pretty much one set. So this is his compensator here and all that. So that's that. These are extra ones. I found another box of crap. So anyway, that was his rocker box there. So I did a bunch of cleaning back here. It's really hot back here. So I blasted the flywheels. These have already been balanced and cleaned up and done all that too. This set of rods is rebuilt already. Had new pin bushings in it because I can see the hole marks in it. They got blasted now, but these have been honed back here and I haven't blasted those out yet. So these have all been resized. I obviously will double check all of this before I put together. But the wheels are all cleaned up now and they look nice. This has been modified in here for more clearance. This is, I think, his shaft. Well, this is my shaft, I think, or his shaft. I think it's his shaft because the other one had mine on it. So what you do is you sink them down deeper so that they don't bottom out. These tapers get worn out. When you tighten them up, they bottom out. The shoulder against the flywheel are no good. See, this one I got cut down about 50 thou. You see I don't have 50 thou in here, so this taper was worn. That basically saved the flywheel by doing that. So this is probably his shaft that had that used bearing in it. So I cleaned that all up. Those are good. This is the rusty pump that was painted, so the paint's still there. I just blasted the stuff that was rusty. Looks pretty good. It's still painted silver on the outside. I have no idea where the body at, gears, or any of that stuff's at. The only thing for the clutch I found was this, so I know there's a couple boxes of stuff missing, definitely. These cams are kind of buff, sanded, smooth. So they didn't look too bad, but I had to blast to make sure. One of them had a lot of pitting on the shaft. I'm just seeing where it was. It was over on this one side, but doesn't look too bad now. Oops, wrong side. Yeah, this doesn't look too bad now. It was rusty, but just like those other gears were. Probably this one. Yeah, you see a little colorization difference there. The blasting kind of hides it. You hit a little bit of sandpaper real quick and it'll pop up. So that's your bushing area. This is what the bearing matters. This is more important on this side. But you can see how this has marks in there too. So you can definitely see how that has some activity over here. It's not super smooth like you want to be. So even though these cams look pretty good on lobes, they're not the best, especially this one. These are my lifter blocks. They had new lifters in them, so these are probably all cleaned up. These are my rockers and my shafts. A couple of these shafts are new, a couple were used. The rockers look good. Clean them up. I'll rebush them and regrind the tips no matter what. This is another set of rods that was not cleaned up, but in really, really low mileage. And the bushings look really good too. So this is a good set to rebuild. If I don't like that set, I'll use this. These are replacement rods. See how they get replacement? These are not Harley. Plus you can see how they're not machined. The original rods don't have replacement written on them, and they're machined up in here. See? So these are original rods. These are reproduction rods. This probably came out of my motor because it was rebuilt. This is my chain. This one had the rust on the one side. I just blasted the rust off. No big deal. I did not blast this area, so it as is. You can see there's a little bit of rust here and there on that, but not too bad. The This chain's pretty good. It's not that old. See how it barely has any side movement in it. It's pretty tight. Now right now there's a little bit of beads in there, makes it a little bit tighter than it was, but it's still pretty tight. So I think this chain's fine to use, but it's definitely not new. So this was his. I blasted it, and then when I blasted it, I see it's got a broken tack drive in it. Don't know if I'll be able to get that out. Can't get that out, you can't use tack drive. I don't know if he has tack on the bike or not. We'll see. You at least got to plug the hole with it. So this stuff's all blasted and cleaned. I found another box of crap laying back here. There's a kicker mechanism and another motor mount. And some more push rods and covers. If I need them, I got more parts, obviously. The main shaft looked good because we need to use that for sure. So I'm happy with that. I've got two different gears, idler gears here. They both look good. So anyway, this stuff's all cleaned up, ready to go for cleaning tomorrow. It's obviously too late to do it tonight. I'm going to use this motor mount here. This one's a pretty low mileage mount. Probably one on my bike. It's got brand new bushings in, or nuts down there. So it's pretty good. It's a really nice mount. The other mount was broken, been welded. Probably his. So it's been all welded across there. Good weld. It was obviously broken. It's all been welded all up. Looks really nice, but still a good mount. Well, we'll put the new one. We'll put the good one in his. I don't mind donating a few good parts when they're going together. So we're missing a lot of parts on his motor. Don't know where all the stuff is at. My motor is missing a bunch of stuff too. The valve springs are all rusty, so they're no good. If you get rust on the spring, it will break. No good. These are all rusty, every one of them. So what we're going to do for springs, have to figure that out. And so we've got multiple push rods and stuff like that. This is my pinion shaft. This was a new shaft. It's pretty low mileage. It looks real nice. The crank pin, got more miles on it. I don't like reusing crank pins, I really don't. It's an aftermarket 3-hole. This is the new one that came in that rod set. It's a Japan crank pin. You can tell by how it's made. At least I can, because I know what to look at. This was my shaft here. This had a new bearing in it, no miles on it. So, anyway, it's just I'm going to clean these cams up, see if they're better than mine. I'll pick out the best set, and we're going to use that. We'll make a decision on the lifters, what to use. Where are my lifters at? There we go. My lifters are aftermarket, big axle, very low mileage on them. So they're new. Actually, my motor had no mileage on it. So side to side, I guess on here. So if he wants to use these, we'll make a price up for those. If he wants to use his, they probably need some work. Here's the valves that came out of my head. Once again, there were new parts that were repurposed. I had chrome head bolts in my stuff, chrome case bolts, rocker box bolts. My motor looked pretty nice. So, it's a used motor I bought out of a stolen bike, so the motor came back, nothing else did. So I bought it. And I found out they glued the tranny together with JB weld. Not good. It's not how you fix a tranny case. Yeah, the whole back of the case back here was all JB weld. A big chunk blown out of it. Not this one, but the one I bought. But oh well, we'll figure it out. This looks like his sprocket's a used sprocket. 22, good. It's a good size to use. One tooth up in stock, so that's good. So anyway, I got still got to find more parts and pieces, but I got enough to get the crank going. I'll probably grab my shaft and stuff out of it and rebuild it. Probably throw a new crank pin in it, and then get the crank built up, and then I'll put new bearings in the case, new Timken on this side, and see if that case race over there is any good or not. I don't see the bearing race. Here's mine. There's the bearing cage. Don't see the parts are just kind of missing. a lot of stuff missing. So anyway, we'll dig up, put new bearings in it. I'm not going to reuse bearings. Got to make sure the trap door is the one that lines up. It needs a new case race in the case. That's all gone. So this was a blown up case, so it didn't surprise me. This was not a new motor. So it needs everything anyway. Alright, there you go. That's it for the night. It's almost midnight. It's 80 in here now, nice and warm. And we'll be back tomorrow.